guys, Jess here. Been craving some epic space action lately? Well, charge up the mass relays and practice your conversation skills. Mass Effect 2 is finally here. The game is shinier, the stakes are higher, and the character classes are a whole lot more interesting. The entire combat system has been revamped with tons of cool new powers and combos, and in today's Strategize, IGN's hardcore Mass Effectors will give you a handy little primer to all the classes. After all, picking a class in the beginning of the game is a big decision, and you wouldn't want to have any regrets now, would you? Let's start with the basics, namely the guy who likes to shoot everything. The soldier class was made for the gun enthusiast in your life. This class is the only one that can equip every special kind of ammo, they are the only ones who can use the assault rifles, and they have a cool power called the Adrenaline Rush. This basically slows down time so you can focus on systematically eliminating the baddies. Use this class if you like having a huge variety of weapons, or at the very least you can pretend that you're in a Michael Bay movie.
Target down!
Next up is the Engineer, a class that's entirely based around messing with the enemy's head. Your main power is the Combat Drone, a helpful little guy that will fly around and zap enemies out of cover. This is very handy to find enemies that are out of sight or if you just need a diversion. Engineers are also great with cryo-freezing, incinerating, and hacking mechanical opponents to make instant allies. The Infiltrator class was made for snipers and lovers of stealth. Their big power is the Tactical Cloak. Yep, it will make you completely invisible to the enemy eye. We found that this power is best used to line up sniper shots while out in the open, or using it to get from cover point to cover point. Infiltrators can also hack robots, so cloak it up, hack a robot, and sneak away to watch the fun. The Sentinels are basically the jack of all trades in the game. They have a very nice blend of powers that include throw, warp, overload, and cryo freeze. Throwing is good for normal enemies, overload is great for taking out shields, and warp can tear down barriers in a heartbeat. The best thing about the Sentinels is their tech armor. Activating it will give you a sweet holographic looking armor that offers you a lot of protection. Once the armor has taken enough damage, it will actually explode off of you and decimate any nearby enemies. We like to use Sentinel powers to tear down an enemy's defenses and let our teammates finish them off. Adepts are masters of biotics. You probably won't be messing around with guns very much. Like the first game, use push and pull to send guys flying off ledges for easy kills. The key to Adepts is combining your powers. Throw down a singularity bomb to gather enemies, and then follow up with a shockwave to maximize your damage. Note, biotic powers can actually curve around objects now, which makes Adepts especially good at getting enemies out of their cover. And it's always hilarious to pull some poor sap toward you as your teammates take pot shots at him. Finally, we have the class who likes to get up close and personal, the Vanguard. Vanguards are for those who like both biotic powers and conventional guns. You'll get pull and shockwave and cryo and incendiary ammo. However, the best thing about them is the heavy charge. Lock onto an enemy and let her rip. You'll phase straight through some solid objects and rush towards them. A great combo with the Vanguard is to charge in, melee, and then shoot with the shotgun. Just remember that you'll be right in the middle of things once you rush in, so be sure to have an escape plan. As you can see, there's no one clear choice in this game, so pick the class that most appeals to you and have a blast. For more tips, tricks, and gaming advice, head on over to IGN.com.